On this edition of the Ironhorse Forward, the culmination of another training cycle at Ghuslani Warrior Training Center, 4th Infantry Division chaplains provide services for deployed soldiers, the 2nd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division hosts an Iraqi Kids Day, and soldiers and civilians stationed at Contingency Operating Base Speicher get a visit from the band Hoobastank. Hello and welcome to the Ironhorse Forward. I'm Sergeant Josh Twerberg reporting from Tikrit, Iraq. Iraqi security forces conducted Operation Iron Lion, a capstone demonstration of their capabilities at the Ghuslani Warrior Training Center near Mosul, Iraq. Specialist Tom Bixler has the story.
Iraqi police and 3rd Iraqi Army Division soldiers performed a collective task exercise as senior leaders watched at Ghuslani Warrior Training Center in Nineveh Province, Iraq, June 28th. Command Sergeant Major Dwayne Detweiler, the senior enlisted advisor for the 1st Squadron, 9th Cavalry Regiment, 4th Advise and Assist Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division, describes the reason for the exercise and what U.S. soldiers do to get them ready for it.
We execute this because it solidifies the individual skills that these soldiers have gone through for the last 3 weeks. It's kind of our 8-step training model here in the United States Army. We're trying to integrate that into the Iraqi Army so they see what training looks like the right way the first time, incorporate it into the individual training through the squad training, up to the platoon level, to the company, and of course the culminating effects.
The exercise acts as a reaffirmation of unit preparedness.
It just reassures the soldiers here, and the non-commissioned officers and the officers that this Army is capable of executing a culminating task here today.
A new cycle of training is scheduled to begin the first week of July. Reporting from GWTC, I'm Specialist Tom Bixler.
The chaplains of 4th Infantry Division and U.S. Division North provide a number of services to the soldiers deployed in support of Operation New Dawn.
Okay, let us pray.
There are 5 dimensions of strength to the Army's comprehensive soldier fitness program. They are physical, emotional, social, family, and spiritual. The chaplains of 4th Infantry Division help U.S. Division North soldiers reinforce the emotional and spiritual.
Family and social and those things are easily seen up front, but those 2 in the back that are up against the wall, the emotional and spiritual, aren't quite as easily seen. But can you imagine how unstable it becomes when your spirit is not cared for and is not strengthened? And so it's very important that all those work together. And so my goal, my calling, and my part of that is to come alongside the spiritual folks and help your faith so that in turn all the rest of those things are strengthened.
While the chaplains are not the most visible part of Operation New Dawn, the services and events they sponsor contribute greatly to the overall success of soldiers deployed to U.S. Division North.
What we do flavors and influences everything that a soldier can be influenced by and strengthen what he needs to live life better. So through worship, through Bible studies, through freedom rest programs, through resiliency trainings, there's just more and more going on every day.
To learn about what services are provided at your location, contact your unit's chaplain or chaplain's assistant. Reporting for U.S. Division North, I'm Sergeant Josh Twerberg. After the break, 2nd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division hosts an Iraqi Kids Day, and the band Hoobastank visits soldiers and civilians at Contingency Operating Base Speicher.
Hi. I'm Sergeant Major of the Army Ray Chandler, and I want to talk to you about sexual assault. Sexual assault is a crime. As an Army soldier, you should immediately report any activity that indicates a sexual assault has taken place or may take place. Remember the following. Get assistance for the victim, but never leave the victim alone. Support the victim and show respect. Demonstrate empathy by concentrating on your fellow friend, colleague, or soldier. Listen to the victim and take the allegations seriously without asking the victim for details. Do not make judgments about the victim or the alleged offender. Encourage the victim to report the crime. However, you should report the sexual assault to the proper authorities. Protect the victim's confidentiality. Do not discuss the allegations or the assault with anyone except authorities. Repeat this message to the victim. You are not to blame. As soldiers, we are motivated to take action. We are strongest together. Remember, intervene, act, motivate. We are and you are Army Strong.
I want to give a shout out to my family and friends.
I want to send a shout out to my husband,
to my parents, my family back home.
I'd like to give a shout out to my girlfriend.
To my family and friends in Lansing, Michigan.
To my family out in Tucson, Arizona.
To my beautiful wife and children in Des Moines, Iowa.
To everybody in Texas.
In York, Pennsylvania.
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Chicago, Illinois.
Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Orlando, Florida.
Oceanside, California.
And Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
I love you guys. I miss you. And I hope I'll see you soon.
Soldiers assigned to 2nd Advise and Assist Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division, got a rare opportunity to interact with Iraqi children at Joint Base Balad. Sergeant Lauren Massey tells us more about the fun-filled day.
Iraqi school kids played the day away with soldiers, airmen, and sailors at Joint Base Balad. Blackjack soldiers of the 2nd Advise and Assist Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division, volunteered as mentors for the fun-filled day.
Today we're doing Iraqi Kids Day. We're inviting kids into Joint Base Balad, where we're going to play with them, just show the little kids that we're really here to help them out, to work with them, because we're already working with their parents, and sometimes the kids don't get to see that. So now we get to bring them in here and just have a good time with them, show them a good time.
With boundless energy, the kids kept the party hopping. Blackjack soldiers combine work and play, building partnerships with Iraq's future leaders and some fun memories too. Reporting for America's First Team from Joint Base Balad, I'm Sergeant Lauren Massey.
Service members and civilians at Contingency Operating Base Speicher enjoyed a break from their daily routine when the band Hoobastank performed a concert at the main gym. Sergeant Christy Potts was at the show.
Hoobastank rocks Contingency Operating Base Speicher, giving soldiers, airmen, and civilians the chance to forget their stresses and let loose. Doug Robb, the band's lead vocalist, talks about why they go out of their way to perform for the troops.
For an hour and change, it doesn't feel like you're in Iraq in the service, You're just in a gym with a bunch of cool people listening to music and having fun, And that, I think that does a lot more than a lot of people realize, to break up the monotony. And then people are saying, man, it's the same thing every day here, And so just to switch it up a little bit, it's a good thing.
Sergeant Priscilla Clark, a supply sergeant with 4th Infantry Division, remarks on how the band's performance affected her.
It made me forget about my stressful job, because it's very, very stressful. So, yeah, and I'm losing my voice too. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a blast.
Seeing the energy and excitement from the crowd, this proves a successful mission for the members of Hoobastank. Reporting from Cobb Speicher, Iraq, I'm Army Sergeant Christy Potts.
That's it for this edition of the Ironhorse Forward. Make sure to check out all of the U.S. Division North social media websites for more stories, photos, and videos from Operation New Dawn. I'm Sergeant Josh Twerberg from Tikrit, Iraq, steadfast and loyal.